Hello Libra, thank you so much for tuning in for the July of 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. My name is vickieverlie. I am the Rock and Roll Prophetess. You can find me at vickieverlie.com. Do not be fooled by imposters. The decks we're going to use for the July reading is the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main portion. The second part of the reading we're going to use the Luna Soul Tarot. And then finally we're going to pull an animal totem from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be some additional cards pulled from the Crow Tarot this month. Okay, let's get into the reading. Now, there is a rather big event that's happening, but it's at the very end of the month going into the beginning of August. But we will all be feeling it. I think I'm going to talk about it more as we do get into the month of August. But just know that this, what I'm talking about, by the way, is that the North Node is going, and Uranus is going to be conjunct with the North Node in the sign of Taurus. So these cards want to come out. So basically what it is for everybody is we want freedom. We want freedom to pursue our true soul's calling. We're going to be called to align with our highest calling from the universe and co-create with the universe. I mean, it's really like kind of a big step up in awareness and really like where we're going in our life, and as far as us as individuals, but also us as far as, you know, the group consciousness. Okay, so these came out, so I just went ahead and left them in. This is my Rock and Roll Tarot deck, and if you see words or phrases, or you see things that are sort of popping out, definitely pay attention to that, because that's how you can absolutely get a message. And when I said phrases, I almost wanted to say Frasier. So there could be somebody out there who goes by the name of Frasier, or, you know, there could be some connection for somebody out there. There is going to be reason to celebrate. These two cards came out. Message from the Emperor, whoever the Emperor may be, male or female. This says seasoned, but I saw seashore. Again, let that happen. So it could be something having to do with that being down at the shore or some kind of seashore. You may be going through a little phase of feeling not worthy. And part of that may be because of the Queen of Rods who is crossing you. So there could be this Queen of Rods. Maybe you had a problem with he or she. It could be anybody with this person. But you're going to be breaking out because you're going to be getting this recognition from the Emperor. So it's just like, you know, who cares what they think? The Emperor thinks I'm cool, or the Emperor wants to work with me, or the Emperor is making this offer. I'm so happy and excited about it. I'm not going to worry about all this other stuff. If this, whatever this stressing out thing, bye, see ya. I'm going forward. I'm moving forward. I'm going in this direction into the future. I'm leaving that troubled water behind. I'm going towards the future. I've made my decision. The Death card is here, so I'm making a big change. I'm leaving the past behind. Strength is here, you know, so stay strong, Libra. I know sometimes, you know, people think you can be a pushover. Oh, Libra, you know, we'll just, you know, they're just such a pushover. They're just like a, you know, we'll just let Libra do it. Or, you know, and you try to be nice, you know, you try to be nice to people. You're known for being nice, and that's a great quality. You don't want to lose that quality, but you also want to, you have to know, you know, when to draw the line and when to say, hey, enough's enough. See ya. I'm moving on. Ace of Cups and Two of Cups here. So, new beginning in love, and could be a big romance for somebody with the Two of Cups here. The Ace of Cups is not only a new beginning in love. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning in beautiful, wonderful creativity. You know, things that you feel creative about, that bring you joy, that bring you happiness. The word joy is really standing out to me. So it could be talking about joy, or maybe there's somebody that you know by that name, Joy, or Joyce, that goes by Joy. And then the final outcome is the Two of Cups. So whatever starts as one thing turns into something much more deeper, or already is this much deeper connection that you're not aware of. Now, the soulmate energy doesn't always have to be this romantic thing. This Emperor could be your soulmate who's just, you know, coming into your life at this perfect time to give you a leg up, to give you some help, to give you, you know, help you up. Passage really stands out. Chariot. Again, when we have one of the journey cards along with the Chariot, a lot of times it can be an actual journey, trip, traveling. But it also can just be this big success that you're going to be, you know, Chariot's a very high success card. Okay, I'm really going to try, because I keep getting a lot of the same cards in this. Let me try to break it down even smaller and shuffle these. So, you are an air sign. Hard. They're very thick and hard to shuffle. You are an air sign. So that means you were represented by the swords in the tarot. So we're going to move on to this next reading once I can get these cards a little shuffled up here. You're going to be, any of the adult air signs is going to represent you. Okay, so that's going to be the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, or the King of Swords. So whoever shows up first, that's going to be the card that represents you, and then we're going to also look at the cards that are surrounding it, because that's going to give us even more information about what's surrounding you at this time. Okay, let's see what we got here. First card is Tower. Boy, that Tower has been out for a while, a lot. I mean, Knight of Discs, that's Pentacles, Ten of Discs, Queen of Discs. You're dealing with a lot of earth sign energy here. Now, since you have the Queen of Discs and the Ten of Discs here, you might be looking at, we're going to have a full moon in the earth sign energy on the 13th. We'll have a full moon in Capricorn. You might be looking at something right around that time frame. You got the Page of Discs. So you got a lot of earth sign. Ace of Discs, Queen of Discs, Ten of Discs, Knight of Discs, Page of Discs. A lot of this coming through. Queen of Cups, water sign. The Sun card, feeling really great, really shining. Eight of Cups again. Well, not again, but another journey card, like the other one with the boats. You got another one of those boat cards. When I said boat, here you are. Here's a king. I thought of, what came to my mind was a full boat, like in poker. And I don't even play poker. But I do know that, you know, a full boat, that's a full house in poker. So for some of you, that could mean something, you know, like a full boat. Well, it could mean poker. Is this one card or two? No, it's just one. You got the whole set, the whole family of the discs here. King, Page, Queen, you know, you got them all. They're all here. So you might be dealing with a family business, number one. Number two, just a lot of people involved in finance and money that you're interacting with, you know, and there could be, it looks like there is some social situations too. Like you may be, you know, required to attend, you know, this conference, or you may be required to attend this, you know, employee picnic, or, you know, some kind of an event or something like that. That may be part of it. And I'm feeling kind of like you don't really want to go. You're just like, really, do I have to go to this thing? But yeah, you definitely do want to go, because here's that universe working with you. The universe is working with you. It's putting these things together for you. It's putting these in, and it's going to get you to the, you're dealing with these, and then you get to the king. So where does the true power lie? In the king. And then look at this, I love this Ace of Rods card. Look, isn't that gorgeous? So you've got this Ace of Rods, and it's pointing right up here at the King of Swords. So you're looking at the King of Swords pointing right at you. You are turning up as the King of Swords, which is great. Regardless of age or gender or anything, the king is further along his path. So you're a king talking to a king, you know. You are going to get involved with and meet and be collaborating potentially and be connected to a fellow king. Somebody who's already been through all the lessons of the Page, the Knight, and all that. They've come to, as you have. You know, you're ready to claim that seat of power. You're ready to step into that wind. Let that wind, because he's very much in the wind, carry you. This reminds me of those old commercials where the guy's sitting in the chair. Was it a Bose or somebody? Speaker ad, and he's sitting in the chair and his hair is getting whipped back from the sound, from the audio. This is what this reminds me of. So you might be getting really, you know, a lot coming at you. You might be really, but you're there. You're okay with it. You're happy. He's happy. Look, he's not like, oh God, I'm gonna get blown away. He's like, yeah, baby, bring it. Let me roll up my sail and catch this wind and let that wind carry you. You know, carry you to your highest expectations. You know, let the wind carry you. I'm gonna write that. Let the wind carry you. because it is going to carry you to something pretty wonderful, potentially pretty wonderful. Okay, let's get our animal totem card. That's going to be our last thing here. Okay, King of Swords, Libra, animal totem for July. The frog. The frog is all about transformation. But it's similar to the king, because what does it start? It starts out as a newt, and then it goes to a tadpole, and it goes through all, just like you start as the page, and you go through all these things, and then you become, when you become the king, or when you become the frog, you become your fully realized self. Fully realized, yeah, I like that too. Let me write that down too. Into your fully blossomed, fully realized self. You're not a tadpole anymore. You're the king. You're the frog. Okay, rainmaker, alchemist, clairaudient, fertility, transformation, metamorphosis, safe passage into the netherworld, the final stages of growth. You have arrived. Yeah, the final stages of growth. You have arrived. That's exactly what I was trying to talk about with that frog energy. You're not a newt, you're not a tadpole, you're not a pollywog or whatever else. There's all those little, it's been a while since I've been in science class, but there's all these different things. And then, or like the butterfly. And look at what does the King of Swords have on, right on the top of his sword there. It's got a butterfly up there. So you're there, you're not, you've gone through a lot of this metamorphosis. And, you're ready to, when you're the king, you're dealing with other kings. Or when you're the frog, you're dealing with other frogs. You're not hanging out with the tadpoles anymore. You're hanging out with the other frogs, okay? Okay. Real quick, I'm not offering any special readings this month, as I often do. Well, I take that back, because if you are watching this in the last couple of days of June, you still can get in on the old solstice reading that's going to expire at the end of June. But I did just complete a painting, and I wanted to show you the steps along the way, because it turned out pretty cool. I just took photos of each, as I added these different things in, and until we get to the final piece. That's the final piece. It's a painting. It's definitely metaphysical and spiritual, and I haven't mentioned my art in quite a while, so I thought I'd bring it up this month. And plus, I just, finished that painting. I wanted to share it with you. I do the fine art paintings through Fine Art America, because that's what they do. Fine Art America does fine art prints, and they are really high quality fine art prints. It's not something that I've run off on my computer printer at home, or gone up to Kinko's or wherever and got it printed on, where they do resumes. And Fine Art America is totally dedicated to this, and they use archival paper, they use archival inks. So it truly is a fine art print. So that's why I use them for my fine art prints. I do also have other art, not necessarily the same ones, not the same ones that are available on the for the fine art prints. I do have those in those journals and stuff. So if you don't want to invest in any fine art print or anything, you don't want a big piece of art, you want just something small, that's also available too. And you can find all those links below. I want to thank everybody, especially those who subscribe. I'm really trying. I'm the original tarot reader on YouTube. I am. You can check it by the dates. I invented this format. And I just want to get to that 100,000 mark so I can get the plaque. I'm really, pushing this. I'm going to just come right out with it. I want to get the plaque, because I am the OG tarot reader on here. Real quick, too, before we wrap it up, I've been getting a lot of inquiries about, because I do the soul readings. That's not a special reading. That's always available. I do the soulmate for one person and the soulmate for two. People have been asking me if I do galactic soul reading too. Yes, sometimes that will show up. Not always, and I can't guarantee that will show up. But yes, that does show up on occasion. Mostly it's more about your soul path and your past lives. There sometimes will show up lives that are not of earth plane life, of another incarnation, where you didn't live in the earth, or but I can't guarantee it. What many people are talking about is there's this method, and I can do this method. It's a formula, it's a method. It's not a psychic thing. It's totally looking at the chart, and if you have these certain planets with these fixed stars, you look at that galaxy and you can see that you potentially had a past life, or your soul traveled through there. If you order soul reading and you do want me to do that, I can do that right at the beginning of the reading. It takes a couple minutes, just to look through your chart real quick, the line with the fixed stars, it's in this galaxy, and so on. But that is not a psychic reading. I can do it, and there could. I'm sure it's valid. I'm sure there's, people get information out of it, and I'm not saying it's not valid, but I'm just saying it's not psychic. It's just a formula that you look up. It's information. It's data, and I can totally do that for you, if that's something you want. So instead of answering every email that's inquiring about that, I thought I'd just put out there. Yes, sometimes it comes through. If you want me to look at those fixed stars to see what galaxies you may have lived in, Andromeda, Pleiades, whatever, I can do that part of it too. So just let everybody know so I don't have to keep answering the question over and over again. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. So I appreciate you so much. Please do hit that subscribe button. It costs nothing, and it does help me out so much. Remember, you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. The next reading is coming up for the Patreon peeps. If you want to get in on that, there's information below. Have the best month ever, and we'll speak again soon. Bye.